For this video, we're going to talk about number 55 linebacker and guard Vincent Cappelli of Yorktown High School, located right here on the screen. And this young man, 5'10", 200 pounds, another reliable and productive football player on this defense, multiple years on the varsity level. And he was a real steady presence for them. He's not the biggest or fastest guy, but he has a good nose for the football. And Yorktown likes to play aggressive. You know, they like to stunt, they like to bring guys, put guys on the line of scrimmage. And I think he's a pretty good stunting linebacker. He shows good timing. You can tell they're well coached. And he has a bit of a savviness. He flows well to the ball. He finds open lanes to the ball carrier. And again, not the most athletic guy, but I've seen him making plays outside the tackle box in space. And it's because he's good at avoiding blockers. He shadows the running backs pretty well. The things he could definitely work on, I think he's got to cut down on those false and wasted steps. And that's just being more decisive, trusting what your read and your eyes tell you. But let's go over a couple plays. I mentioned he's located right here, and you're gonna see the stunt that I'm talking about, a blitz, other people like to call it. And you can see a bunch of Yorktown guys at the line of scrimmage. They're going to be running the ball to the defense's right. And he's sitting in both A-gaps, so he could choose which A-gap he wants to blitz in. But he's going to flow with the ball, which is a good thing, right? Because sometimes people stunt, they just run up the field, they just choose a gap. But he's going to bend it this way. He's going to see the lineman pulling, and he's going to take the proper route to the ball carrier. So let's watch it. Again, he does give it a little bit away that he's coming on a stump, but look again. Finds the open lane, flows with the ball, and makes a nice tackle. Right? I'd rather be his little square instead of a stagger stance, which shows that you're coming on a blitz, but this is good timing. This is a good read. He sees the lineman pulling, sees the flow read going to his right, and he makes a really nice play. Again, when he's decisive, he really can attack behind the line of scrimmage. And here he is located again. This time I really like the stance on this one. Would like the hands out a little bit in front of him, but what is he going to see? He's going to see zone blocking. Okay, flow read is going to go to his right. He's going to see everyone zone stepping to his right. And he's going to attack the open gap to the ball carrier. Look at him go right here. I mean, he just stonewalls it. Decisive, attacks upfield. Really nice play. Let's watch the play again. Again, he reads it. He finds the open hole to the ball carrier. And he's not going to wait for him. Right? He's got two linebackers to the outside of him. He could be extra aggressive. And he does that. Stonewalls this play. Let's go to another play. Here he's located right here. And they're going to run a sweep now. Right? They're going to motion this guy. They're going to sweep to the right. They're going to try to get this tackle up to the backer to slow him down. And this is important. This is why I have multiple arrows here. Okay? You don't want to see linebackers, even on sweeps, run sideways. Okay? You want to see them attack moving forward. You want to see them take read steps forward, whether it's a hop, whether it's two steps, and you want to attack on an angle. Now, wide sweeps, you can see him take this kind of angle. You know, shorter sweeps, you can see him take this kind of angle. But, again, you don't want to see linebackers going sideways. You want to see him attacking upfield in the run game. And when this guy gets a sweep, he does a good job of being in the back hip of the running back, especially when you have cutback. When you have all these guys to the outside to defend the sweep, you're trying to defend the cutback from the running back. And again, not the most explosive, fastest guy, but he does this pretty well. Right? He shadows the running back and takes away the cutback. Again, he's got to avoid this guy. He does. He's staying in the hip pocket, the back side of the running back. And when he cuts back, he's there to make this play. It's a good job on the contain there. That only happens when you take the proper angles. Now, do I think, things that I can work on? I talked about it before we got into the plays. Sometimes those false steps, just kind of standing still a little bit, those can be worked on, right? But you see, he's moving forward. Again, he was sitting on the 30. He's moved to about 1.5 yards, right? And if he went sideways, it gives this guy a better angle to block him. It gives up space. And so, here's the proper angle. He beats the guy to the hole, and now he can make the play on him. Let's go to the final play. Again, here he is located right here. Again, don't love the stagger stance, but hey, people are taught differently. That's okay. I don't love the stagger stance because it kind of gives away that he's coming. But here he is located right here. He's going to be stunting again, right? This time they're pitching into the boundary. And let's watch the flow read. Again, people are taught differently on their reads. I like to use the triangle reads, which is a flow read to lineman, and that can confirm where the ball is. The snap of the ball, running back goes to the defense's left. His eyes should be looking in this area, okay? If they're blocking, whether it's down blocking, drive blocking, he keeps going. If you see the guys pulling back, counter's probably coming. But you can see they're down blocking here. A guard to the opposite side's pulling this way. That confirms, hey, the ball's going this way. But look at him find the open hole. He's going to get penetration. Then he's going to go down the line, which is big right here, to make this tackle on the edge. Right? It's the little things. Once he gets penetration, he's going to go down the line. He's going to make this tackle. Right? This was a steady, reliable football player for this defense. And I'm excited to see what he worked on this offseason and what he brings and takes that extra step this coming season.